Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hello, everyone. This is Simon with an unexpected update on Bitcoin. This is my last update of the year. I didn't actually plan on making any more cryptocurrency videos for the public, for YouTube. However, I got a lot of, I do read the messages and the comments, and I got a lot of comments in the previous few videos asking about, hey, what's going on with the markets? So this is what I have to say about that. This is a quick video. I'm traveling, I'm in a hotel room. So if I'm a little scruffy and kind of out of my normal location, that explains that. So typically I reserve these for our cryptocurrency group, which is a private group. I found that making or trying to make predictions on YouTube and in public is a bit of a mess, unless they're very kind of basic predictions, like this is my Bitcoin price target for 2021. This is my Ethereum price target. But in terms of, you know, smaller predictions, like which coin is going to 10x, which, you know, is this going to go up or down? I haven't found that to be very successful actually here publicly on YouTube. We've had better success in our private group. And so I reserve those for our private group. But since you asked, here is my breakdown, astrological breakdown of the cryptocurrency markets. Now, if you haven't watched any of my previous videos, I'll kind of summarize that in a second. But before we do that, please understand that, see, this has been a journey for me because I do esoteric stuff, you know, Vedic astrology, Ayurveda, things like this. And money has never been part of my vocabulary, you can say. I have not trained in that language. And so in practicing using astrology to predict the movement of the markets, even though we've had some success in predicting outcomes, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to have success in your financial life unless you become financially literate. What does that mean? Well, someone can make a prediction and say, hey, this coin is going to go high. But if you buy it the wrong time, right, you will not make money. Or if you buy it at the right time, but you don't sell it at the right time. So this has been a learning process, taking profits and so forth. And so one of the things I've learned is that real fortunes are made in bear markets, meaning it's when everything is down and everyone is freaking out, that is the time to plant the seed. So back last year, when Bitcoin was 9,100 or 9,200, something like that, it was last July 24th when we started our cryptocurrency group. I told everyone, this is the bull run. The bull run is beginning right now. And we're going to reach all-time highs by, I forget what it was, either end of year or I think early into 2021. This turned out to be the case. Now, that doesn't mean everyone who, including myself, that doesn't mean people made money, because there's always doubt along the way. The thing is, though, that no one who has ever bought Bitcoin or Ethereum and held it for 3.5 years has ever lost money. Meaning, even if you bought at the top, like right now, Bitcoin's top is 68,000. If you bought at 68,000, or the previous top, if you bought at 20,000 in 2017, all you had to do was hold on to that. And you felt stupid, right? Because then Bitcoin dropped to 3,000, 3,500. And everyone was laughing at you. Who's laughing now? You've doubled or even tripled your money if you sold earlier this year. So the point is, no one ever lost money hodling. Hodling means holding on for dear life for 3.5 years or more. That's the past. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to continue to stay that way. Past performance is not an indicator of future performance necessarily, and neither is any of this financial advice. What I'm saying is, it's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I've had to learn a lot about finance and so forth along the way. However, the reason I'm making this video and kind of putting myself out there as a dummy in the financial markets and sharing that with you is that this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And I think this is it. Where we are now, this is December 5th. For the last couple of months, I've been telling our private group, end of November, first week of December, there's going to be a major dip. That's the time to get in. So ladies and gentlemen, we're here. And so I'm making this for the public, just as a public service announcement. I don't have a mic, I don't have anything, I'm traveling, I didn't plan on making this video, but I feel like time is of the essence here. Now, the market's not gonna rebound tomorrow. You still have a little bit of time, but a little bit of time. And a little bit of time for what? A little bit of time to become part of a movement. And crypto truly is a movement to democratize finance, to make financial instruments available to everybody on the planet. Because we all think local. What's my family? What's my situation? You know, and how does this help me? But if you just pull back a little bit and look at a farmer in, you know, in Ethiopia, a single mom in Albania, you know, what does crypto offer these folks? And you'll see that it actually offers significant opportunities for people who otherwise have been disenfranchised. So that's the philosophical part of it. And there's even an environmental argument for cryptocurrency. People say, oh, it's so environmental. No, it's actually driving the environmental movement forward. So there are many arguments to be made. And I'm making this video to let you know what my predictions are on Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market. So it's a long wind up. I'm sorry, I didn't have anything planned. I'm just kind of rambling here. So first of all, fortunes are made in bear markets. That means when it's down, crashed, that's the time to buy and just hold. Okay. BTC, Bitcoin, and the crypto markets will recover faster than you think. So, okay, what is my estimate? I think by end of December, like the last part of December, last week or a few days, we'll begin to rebound back. Now, if I'm wrong about that, I'm wrong about that. But ultimately, earlier this year, everyone, all the big influencers and whatever, were saying, I'm pulling out my money in September. You know, September, that's it. That's the peak of the cycle, or October. And, you know, I did my work and I said, guys, this cycle is going to go into next spring. Even the big psychics who have been right, and the big TA analysts. I mean, you know, most people, influencers out there, both from the very technical side to the very woo-woo side, were saying, yes, you got to get out of crypto before the end of the year. And, you know, we quietly did our work and said to our group, I said, guys, I don't think so. I think this market will continue through March, April, May of 2022. Okay, so you want to, in fact, my targeted prediction was January 15th through April 15th is where the peak may happen. Okay, you could extend that a little bit into May. So what people in our group are doing, they're going to be dollar cost averaging out of their positions during that time. Now, we said this earlier this year, right? And now you go on Twitter, you look at YouTube, you know, Benjamin Cowan, you know, BitBoy, whoever it is, all, you know, respected crypto YouTubers are now on board with that, hey, maybe it's next spring, maybe this is an extended market. So that's the context of this. So when will this come back up? I think it'll come back up end of December into January and moving up into next spring. I think they're going to be tremendous gains. And I don't want you guys to be left behind. Because it's, again, this is providing opportunity for everybody in the world to participate in a new kind of asset class and a new kind of opportunity. So end of December 2021 and into January, then February, March, April of 2022, I believe there will be another run. Okay. I've been saying that for the last 8-9 months. It appears to be going that way. Let's see. I don't know how well this video will age. But we did predict, our friend Nadia predicted almost to the T what would happen to Bitcoin. She said this was when Bitcoin was 61. She said it would go up close to 70 and then would come back very suddenly, like it's got its head cut off, under 50, right? 59, 58. Oh, sorry, 49, 48 range. That actually went down a little lower and it didn't quite get to 70. So the targets are just a tiny bit off, but the principle is there. And then it would recover and then it would have a nice run. Okay, so we are now, so that is played out and we are now at the 48, Bitcoin's now 48,000, 48,500. So this is the time, you know, that I'm getting in. Again, not financial advice. Please do not take any financial advice from me. I'm, you know, despite, you know, anyway, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy on YouTube doing astrology and telling you what I think. So what I think is that this is going to happen. And the thing to understand also is then people then go, oh, Simon, you know, you're right about this. But what about this small coin? Oh, is it going to go up and then dip again so I could buy in and trade? Guys, I don't know. I don't know about that stuff. You got to pull back and look at the big picture. So I've gotten sucked into questions like this. Starting last year, oh, Bitcoin now is 10,000. Is it going to dip so I could buy back in? Guys, it's a bull run. In 2 years, you're not going to care whether you bought at 10,000 or 9,500. You're not going to care. Trust me. Similarly, now Bitcoin's 48. Oh, should I wait? It's going to go down to 46. Is it too late? Now it's 50. At some point, you bite the bullet and, you know, you do what you have to do. So answering questions like that, like, hey, when is it going to dip again, gets me in trouble. And I make wrong predictions because I'm trying to accommodate someone's wishes, but when what I'm given is what I'm given. So what was I given? Last year, when Bitcoin was about 10,000, I said, hey, its most comfortable range where I see it in terms of the highs for next year is 60 to 70K. Okay, that has played out. I thought there was a tiny percent chance that it could actually spike above 100 and come back, but that the comfortable range was 60 to 70. And I thought that Ethereum would hit 6 to 8K. Now, Ethereum is 4K. It has not hit 6 to 8K. So we'll see. Maybe this doesn't play out, or maybe it plays out just a tiny bit later. We shall see. But these were my predictions for the ranges of Bitcoin and Ethereum. And just based on these, you could sort of, if you believe these, you could have comfortably bought at 20, at 25, when Bitcoin was 30, when Bitcoin was 35, when it was 40. Then when it dipped, you know, back down to 40, 30, could have bought again if you believe that this was the actual outcome. And the problem is we lose faith when, you know, when things don't look good. And to that end, there is something I do want to talk to you guys about, which is part 3 here, and how not to lose faith, because I lose faith as well. I think we all do at times, in our predictions, in our you know, belief in crypto. Oh my God, China just banned it. Does that mean it's gone forever? Oh, look, India's going to ban it. No, India's not going to ban it. China banned it, but you can't really ban something that is global. That's, you know, you can't ban air, right? Maybe you can ban the local air in your area, and you can enclose it in 4 walls and put security guards, you know, in front of it. But air is air, right? It's available to everyone. Anyway, so my ranges last year were this. What are my ranges for 2022? that I will come up with next year in January. I will come up with my predictions. Okay, I haven't looked at that yet because we're not done with 2021. So as BTC goes, so the rest of the market. Look, a lot of people ask about small coins. Hey, is this going to 10x? Well, look, a lot of that depends on what Bitcoin is doing. And if Bitcoin is going to crash, then forget about your small coins. But if Bitcoin is doing just okay, then you can have some massive runs, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 X's. And I do believe we're getting set for that. So small coins right now are getting slaughtered, but they will recover. They will recover into December, January, February of 2022. So what is this idea about Shakti needs to move? So how do you set yourself up for prosperity? In my opinion, you have to open yourself up and to what is allotted for you. There's a prayer in the Vedic tradition that says, Deva hitam yada yuhu tehi, means give me that span of life that is allotted to me by the divine. Meaning, let me live out the full span of my years, whatever that may be, in full health and vitality. Similarly, I would just change that prayer to let me possess the full amount of prosperity allotted to me in this life. Right? Let me not push away any prosperity. And prosperity is money, but it's also the feeling of satisfaction, the feeling that you've provided for yourself and family, the feeling that you've tasted the chocolate you want to taste, you've traveled to the place you want to travel, you fulfilled your desires in this life, your evolutionary desires. So in order to do that, you have to open yourself up to, and for some people, your quantum of prosperity will be, let's say, maximum of 5 figures. For some people, it'll be a maximum of 6 figures. And that's based on your own chart. So you have to look at your chart and know what is the quantum of my possibility. Now, of course, there is grace, and you can always break through that, even your chart. But for most people, most of us, myself included, we kind of 99% of the time operate within the constructs of our charts. You know, we think we're independent. We think, you know, we have our talents, you know, we're good at this because I'm good at it, or I do math because I like math. Well, no, you like math because your chart shows you like math. We just talked to someone who has a Pluto-Mercury conjunction, and that conjunction gives an incredible eye and a desire to sift through detail. And I told the person, I said, look, you have the ability, and this is thanks to Charlotte Benson, by the way. Her class on the outer planets conjoined the inner planets, and what that means for the personality of the person is second to none. It's on decodingvedicwisdom.com. You can get that. It's the best class ever. Power Planet Combos, it's called. If you do only one class on astrology, do that one, and you'll know more astrology. You learn more astrology than most practicing astrologers actually can express in the world. Like, you'll see a combo like this, Pluto Mercury, for example, and that's the needle in a haystack combo, right? This is a person who's willing to sift through a mountain of information like a haystack and go one by one and find that needle. They love that kind of stuff. And so what does this person want to be? They want to be a forensic pathologist or something like that, which is exactly that type of field. That's the field of parsing through detail. So my point is, we think, oh yeah, I want to be a fireman or a firefighter when I grow up. We think that's a personal choice, but then you look in the chart and you go, oh, this is the chart of a firefighter, right? So is it the planets compelling us? Is it us doing our own will and the planets reflect that will? I'll let you answer that question for yourself. But the point is, our charts do reflect our passions and ambitions in life. And similarly, they reflect our quantum of financial abundance. So the point is to open yourself up to experience the maximum of that quantum, right? So this person with the Pluto Mercury, they could become highly paid, world famous clinical forensic pathologist, or they could be, maybe sifting clothes at the Goodwill store for $8 an hour. That depends on their own self-effort and also other factors, right? So there is a range. Even with that combination, not everyone will become a clinical forensic pathologist, but and that's where free will comes in as well. So my point is, whatever the quantum of your prosperity, we need to open ourselves to it. And one of the ways to do that is through charity. Now, charity doesn't just mean giving money. If you don't have money to give your smile, give a compliment to someone, lend a hand, and do it when it comes from your heart. If you do it like, oh man, Simon, that guy said I should do charity, fine. Hey, lady, let me carry your bags. Hey, where you going? Get over here. I'm going to carry your bags. Right? People can feel your energy. They're not going to fall for it. So it has to be genuine, it has to come from your heart. And it's okay if you have a bit of an ulterior motive. You could be like, that guy said charity, I'm going to go out and do something. That's fine. Hey, my portfolio isn't doing so well. Maybe I should give a couple $100 to children in need. That's fine. You can have an ulterior motive. Just do it. Those kids don't care if you're doing it for, altruistic reasons or because you feel like it's going to help your portfolio. They're grateful, right? So charity. The other thing is when you have a certain amount, to invite Shakti means energy. To invite monetary energy to come flow into your life, it needs to be flowing already in you, right? It doesn't want to come to where there's inertia, because Shakti likes to move. So one way to move Shakti and to move your monetary energy is to work on fulfilling your life purpose. What is your life purpose? Are you a forensic? Do you want to be a forensic pathologist? Do you want to be an educator, a teacher? Do you want to be a firefighter? Well, maybe you want to be a firefighter, but it costs money to move to this place where they can train you and do the course and whatever. Well, this is where money can help you. So if you have made some gains in crypto, and I've told this to our group many times, pull some of your profits out and put those into things that help you fulfill your purpose. You love music, pull some money out, go to a recording studio, record your songs. You love dance, pull some money out, enter yourself into a contest, go pay for dance lessons. You get it? Let this fulfill your life, because what's the point of having a great portfolio and then gloating, oh, look, I bought it 20 and now it's 60. I'm so good. I predicted it. So what if it doesn't enhance your life? Pull that money out, whatever profits you feel you want to use, and fulfill your life's purpose. Because you never know when those markets may crash down again. Even though we predicted 60 to 70, I didn't predict the dip in May, right? That crash, and that really bothered me. That really bugged me. And, in retrospect, I could have looked at different charts, and some charts it was there, but I didn't. So we don't know when the next dip may come. It may come unawares. And even though we may be right 60, 70% of the time, there is that 30% that we miss. So, take your profits when you can and use them, for charity, to invoke more prosperity in your life. The Dalai Lama says, giving is the most selfish thing you can do. Why? Because he knows that when you give, you create that pay it forward effect, so that things have to bounce back to you. It's karma, right? So by giving, you create good karma, right? And that good karma will then draw good, desirable experiences to you. So giving is the most selfish thing you can do because it helps you. Number two, spend some of that money on fulfilling your life's purpose. Or if you don't have any money, you're not invested, try to find a way to live your life's purpose. And what will happen is you will find opportunities. Shakti will come to you, because it's kind of like It's a blessing. It's a reward. And you'll find opportunities to get into this market just by doing your life's purpose. It was in reading someone's chart that I found out about Bitcoin. They asked me, hey, I have this thing. Is it going to go up or down? Right. And I read the chart and I said, oh, wow, this thing's about to crash. And right. And that's how I got into it. But this is very interesting. It's going to come back up, yada, yada. And that's it. Wash, rinse, repeat. Keep doing this cycle. This doesn't end just because, you help the old lady across the street. Next, who's the next charity? Oh, I gave $50 to a children's fund. Next, okay, I'm going to go feed people on the side of the road. One thing I like to do, I used to do, I've stopped doing it. I should do it some more, is go to Costco and buy those really inexpensive chickens. They're like $4.50 for a whole cooked chicken. Buy a bunch of those and go and go to the place where the homeless are and just give them away, however much they want. Give it. Give them a Coke and a chicken and some napkins. Boom. It feels amazing. And, it doesn't take much. For $50, you can easily feed 10 people. So whatever it is in your area, in your part of the world, there are opportunities for you to give. It just takes a little bit of time. It takes maybe an hour of your day. And then work on fulfilling your life's purpose and repeat. And this never ends, guys. This is for the rest of your life. But what this does, this movement creates opportunity for you to get into opportunities like crypto, to be able to plug into movements like this. And, when I wrote Gambler's Dharma, I barely had $50 to my name. And in fact, I had to get those $50, hide them. I put them into a Bovada, which is a sports account, and I turned those $50 into 25,000 by using astrological principles and getting a lot of grace and luck, which I talk about in my book, Gambler's Dharma. I give you all the techniques on sports prediction. Sports prediction is a tough game, and I'm not a gambler at heart, not a sports gambler. So when crypto came around, I thought, well, can I use these astrological principles and apply them to investment? I hate stocks. That's not my thing. I don't like investing in stock. But crypto is this very new kind of democratic stocks for poor people, you could say. And I saw the opportunity, applied those principles, and have had a similar return investing in crypto, despite my lack of ability with handling finances for most of my life. So it's possible, guys. It's possible. It's never too late for anyone. So what is the summary of my point today? It's December 2021. I think this is perhaps maybe your last opportunity to get into the crypto space and Bitcoin, because it is down, and I feel it's not gonna come back up tomorrow. But I think this month, December, is the time to, for me to get back in and ride this market out for the next 6 months or so. Again, not financial advice. You do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. This is entertainment. I'm telling you based on astrology what I think is going to happen. You do your own research. But I'll end with this final thing. So as part of our group, I've been inspired to do a creative project, which is to create our own NFTs. And these are Jyotisha NFTs. So I invite everyone to take a look at these beautiful Jyotisha NFTs. Now, what is an NFT? It is a work of art that is digitized and that's scarce and rare. When you buy a print, that print will never be in the market again. Furthermore, so you can go to our site, stellar.art. 50% of what you give goes to charity. So 50% of the price goes directly to a children's charity. So you are contributing to the welfare of humanity. And you get to own a very rare, once one of a kind astrological work of art. Okay, now this is, and there's an explanation of everything that's involved here, you know, with the deity and so forth. Furthermore, but just by owning this, you become part of a club where you will have discounts, you will have airdrops, you will have access to materials that no one else who's not in this club of owning one of these NFTs has. They're $300, 150 right off the bat, right out the door, goes to a charity, a reputable charity. Typically, charities will either be those who feed children and help them get educated in third world countries, or charities that help the medical needs of people. So this is our, and you get to own a beautiful work of art and a rare work of art that will give you generous owner benefits as well. So this is something we've created. And so go to stellar.art and or nakshatra.art, and you'll find it there. Very easy. Oh, and all you need is a credit card to buy. You don't need any crypto. You just buy it with a card. All right. You just need to create a crypto wallet where it'll be sent, but that's just 2 clicks. That's super easy. And there's a little explanation here. All right. So apologize for the rant today, guys. This is, again, unplanned, unexpected, but you've been asking what my predictions for Bitcoin are. And this is the main thrust is, this is, if you're not in the market yet, this may be the time. If you are in the market and you're going, oh my God, I bought Bitcoin at 68,000. Well, don't worry about it. Just hold on. No one ever lost money by hodling for more than again, not financial advice. You know, you do what you need to do. But no one ever lost money historically by holding 3.5 years or more. Bitcoin always went higher. And I do suggest you guys watch someone other than me. And if you're going to watch someone else, watch Michael Saylor. Okay. Michael Saylor is the most coherent, cogent, incisive, intuitive, perspicacious mind in the crypto space, simply because he gets it. Bitcoin is the first engineered monetary system. It is the Samskrita of finance, right? Samskrita, Sanskrit, is the engineered language. It's the perfect linguistic mechanism. Bitcoin is a perfect monetary mechanism. And he explains that as an engineer, right? He comes into this as a literally a rocket scientist. So watch Michael Saylor. You know, there are certainly a number of other great YouTubers out there who, you know, who have really good information. But you know, he's one who has been a true ambassador of Bitcoin in a very level-headed way, not like Elon Musk or anything like that. So yeah, so that's a person to watch. That's a great not influencer, but educator on crypto. So, and if you want your family or, you know, people, your husband or wife who doesn't understand it, just show them Michael Saylor, or show them, you know, there are a few good people out there, but Michael Saylor is great. There's also CTO Larson, whom I like. CTO Larson, very great channel. Okay. They're good educators in the crypto space. There are many. So if you want to be part of our group, the group is open. I'm taking some time off, which I do in December. So I'm taking about a month off, but I do give video updates, private video updates for our group. And so the stuff like this will continue. I'm not leaving. I'm simply taking some time away from the live classes. So if you want to join our group, info is below. Go to decodingvedicwisdom.com to get the Power Planet Combos class. I'll just go there right now, Decoding Vedic Wisdom, so you can check it out. It's the best class, in my opinion, on Vedic astrology. Here it is, power plant. And it's also my most expensive of these, but simply because there's so much in it. And you come out of this really being able to interpret, to get insights, psychological insights into a person's psyche. Okay, this is actually my back office view. But so let's go back. Yeah, because I'm actually logged in as the head boss, the head honcho. But anyway, you can check that out, Decoding Vedic Wisdom. Check out Stellar Art if you have the means to help, and if you want to be part of this Jyotish community. I mean, look at these works of art; they're amazing. You know, $300 gets you in the door, and you own. This goes off the market, and it's never on the market again, right? You own a piece of this. They're only 108 of each. We've already sold, I think about 20 are already gone. They're out the door, and we just came out with this. So I expect in the next few weeks, these will be all spoken for, hopefully, which means that a lot of charities are going to get funded as well for the holidays. So if you have the funds and you want to be a part of this, join us. And that's it. I'm going to stop rambling now. Apologies for the kind of rambling message, but that's my prediction, guys. My prediction is this market will rebound. We have until May of next year. That you are now in the dip. So this is the time to get into crypto if you've thought about it. And yeah, and that's it. So let me know if you have any thoughts, if I missed anything. Again, I'm not, look, I aim to be 70% correct. And, you know, and being correct is also a function of time. I may have said, hey, buy Bitcoin, and you bought it 68, and you're going to call me a fool. Well, timing is also part of this, right? So I look forward to helping those of you who are in our group, helping you achieve those gains that I promised last year to our group that they would achieve. And last year that was fulfilled. Hopefully this year, so far we haven't fulfilled it, meaning from June of this year onwards, it's been a bit of a tough going, right? But I think those people who joined between June of this year and December of this year will see that promise by May, June of next year. So just got to hang in there and make the right moves and practice this Shakti, moving your Shakti, charity, work your life purpose, and repeat. Hari Om. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you in the next one. Namaste. Bye-bye.